eyes will not identify what my brain doesn't know. When can my eyes identify? When my brain knows it that okay, yes, there is something in my brain, then immediately my eyes will identify, yeah, this is my part of my syllabus. Okay, excuse me. Actually, due to this season, I think I'm not feeling well. My voice is good, but I think today my voice is not good. Okay, yeah. So coming to let us jump into this history. Yeah, art and culture. Don't see, I already told you not to see this separately. Okay, just this is an analysis, you just have a look from 2011, ancient and medieval. Look, I have given in 2024 one because I clearly have seen those 8 questions. Of course, people can put Jay Shankar into current affairs, but still I have taken it in culture. And secondly, there is some ambiguity. Some people might take the Constitution Assembly or the Government of Indian Act of 1935 into polity, but still I take in history. So on that note, there will be 12 questions. If not, there will be 10. So it is how you see the questions, number of questions which have appeared in your 2024 paper. So this is the dimension. These are the things. Now if you see, prior to this also you had these questions. Now slowly what has happened, number of questions. So we have seen on the height of 2014 there were 14 questions from art and culture, and slowly it has come down, and this is on an average. You can take, like, if you take this average, it will be coming somewhere around 4 to 5. Yeah. Okay, now another analysis. So what are the trends? I have taken only last few years, that is 2014 to 2015, 2024. Total questions were 107, ancient history 16, medieval history 28, and art and culture 63. Now you have here 16 questions. So this is a theme-wise analysis. You have 5 questions from Maurya and Ashoka, Gupta's 4 questions, significant places 4 questions, IVC 3 questions. Then in medieval history, that is 28 questions. This is the analysis. For terminologies, they have taken 6 questions, and for Vijayanagara, and it is a favorite topic of UPSC nowadays. Even we have seen one question last year of Tungabhadra in 2024. So we have Vijayanagara 5 questions, early medieval kingdom 4 questions, Mughal 4, Delhi Sultanate 3, Bhakti Sufi 2, regional kingdoms 2, miscellaneous 2. So these are the themes. Okay, what is the use of these PYQs? Okay, one is prioritization of your so-called the subjects, and also what are the focus areas where you have to read. Nitin Singhania is a big book, you can't remember each and everything. So you should be very selective when you are reading. Okay, so always try to work. I think except this 2016 UPSC cutoff has never gone beyond 105. That was the only 1 year, 2016, because it was like a current affairs questions were, I think, more than 50, and that is the only year the cutoff has gone more. Okay, remaining, I think you might have seen the analysis also, not beyond 105, right? So how many questions we have to do? Okay, normally we attempt around 80 to 85. Okay, and we have to get at least 55 on the safer side, because sometimes there will be some ambiguity. We might be thinking the whole nation might be telling this is right, and UPSC will give it the key after this completion of process. Okay, so these are the areas, themes which you have to focus. Then when it comes to art and culture, there were 63 questions from 2015 to 2024. So Buddhism and Jainism are favorite, evergreen favorite, and post 2014, okay, the government is more focusing on literature. Okay, so it's not the government which is focusing on literature, it's a trend. Okay, because no one knows what questions might be picked. at the end of the day for the paper. So then you are having important places: architecture 6 questions, on painting you have 4 questions, music 2, dance 2, philosophy 2, dance 2 and philosophy 1, and miscellaneous 16. So this miscellaneous, uh, they are questions which mostly they are picked from your current affairs. Okay, you can't fix it because they have this statements combo from your different areas. Okay, so I started my test series when I mean after my completion of UPSC attempts. I started with one of my old friend who is also running an institute now in 2010. The first test series for UPSC. I think at that point of time Hyderabad was not popular for test series. So it's almost like 12 to 13 years. So what I have understood over a period of time, how these people they pick questions and how these people they uh, dig the questions. I will tell you what is digging also. For example, majorly I divide not only history questions but also the environment and other questions also, apart from your current affairs. The questions are framed taking the keywords in the question. Like in past there was one question which was having one keyword. Okay, keyword is something on which the question is framed, right? For example, take the keyword of bodhisattva. Okay, some question came in way back 1997 on bodhisattva, that is a keyword. Then you have consecutive questions post 2015 on bodhisattva. Okay, so the paper setters, like when I always do this analysis, I think like these people, they were treasure hunters and they know what their predecessor has left there and they pick from there. Okay, so one is, what are the keywords in the question, that is PYQs. How you have to see the PYQs. The other one is the vertical digging and the horizontal digging of the answer. The vertical digging and the horizontal digging of the answer. For example, there is some answer on Nagarjuna. Nagarjuna is the answer. Dig that Nagarjuna. Okay. Okay. So when you dig Nagarjuna, down the line you will see again Nagarjuna in some other form. This is on answer. Taking one question where Nagarjuna is an answer. Then vertical and horizontal digging of the wrong options. Now one question is there. There is one answer. What are the other 3 options doing there? Sitting ideally. You see the another question framed from that option, wrong option, down the line. I will show you. The 4th one from current affairs. The 5th one, newly created question. This is what the paper of your prelims is having. These are the 5 dimensions how the paper setter comes up with the question. What is the first one? Important keyword of the question. Second one, answer of the question. Third one, wrong options given in the same question. Fourth one, inspired from your some current affairs. Fifth one, newly created question. Believe me, after I show you this in next 1 hour, do this exercise on all the papers. You will easily get, or you will easily qualify prelims, because I qualified prelims after my first failure. Of course, we were having 4 attempts at that point of time with 2 optional subjects, and also optional was there in our prelims examination. So I used this technique then. So that okay, these people, they have left the dots and I forgot to connect the dots. Okay. Yes. Second one, yeah. Now we will just I will sometimes what happens is there might be overlapping. One question is from a wrong option, all and again picked from current affairs. Like the five things which I have told you. Yeah, the framing of the questions by the paper setters. Okay, they may overlap each other. Like you may see some questions, some question. Okay, yes, this is from current affairs, but also it also includes the some wrong option from your previous question or some keyword. Okay, so will also be overlapping. So if this is a question which came in 2001, okay, so I will be dealing all the questions in the five things which I have told you now. Okay, so that it will be clear how the paper setter's mind is working. So in this case, we all know IVC, right? So which of the following animals has not represented seals and terracotta art of the Harappan culture in 2001? This question appeared in 2001. Okay, what is the answer? Hope history is completed for you, right? Yes. What is the answer for this? ఇంతసేపు ఆలోచించాలా? ఇంకా అయిపోలేదా హిస్టరీ? ఎలా రివైజ్ చేయలేదు? If there are three things for the success of this examination, one is hard work, perseverance, and revision. And hard work is also right hard work, not wrong hard work. Like our Mahavira has said. What did he say? Right? What did he say? Right knowledge. Right? Right faith. Faith may be right and wrong. Knowledge may be right and wrong. Isn't it? Someone is standing in Madhya Pradesh and you are telling him, look, you walk 1,000 miles, you will reach Kashmir. If he is changing the direction, then he will end up in Kanyakumari. So what was the wrong thing here? Hard work is there. Fellow walked 1,000 miles, 1,000 kilometers. Huh? Okay, what was missing? Right direction. Cow. Yes. You know why this question has appeared? 21st June 2000. There was one article in May that more than 3 tons of gold jewelry was discovered under the mound of the earth by a farmer at Mandi, Muzaffarnagar in Uttar Pradesh. Officials sealed the scene and they managed 10 kg of the gold. However, archaeologists suggested that the Harappan empire was much bigger than what we have thought. The poor farmer, the moment he said gold, 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 all people they took. So out of 10 kg, what finally the police they have got is around, I think not beyond 1 kg. Okay, now here. Now experts they said the jewelry is similar to the jewelry recorded from Mohenjo-daro. Now what were this apart from gold? They found seals. They found seals, pottery and burnt bricks. Okay. Then Archaeological Survey of India also showed off 31 strange anthropomorphic figurines which were dug up in the nearby district of the Moradabad of Harappan period. So seals were found, right? Okay. So now this question is on seals and terracotta. Yeah. So then they said these are the cult figures which have they are related to your so-called Mohenjo-daro. Now when you read something like that, someone was there was one question on Bhasya, right? There was very beautiful article in month of September in Hindu 2023. He has compared 13 great classical Sanskrit playwriters, and among them Bhasya is considered as one of the topmost. Bhasa. and it is also called as Mahabhasya. There he has given a list of writers. Okay, of those already 6 are there in your paper. Left of around 5. Go to that article, right? Okay, anyways, this is a simple question. Okay, not to ponder much on it. Okay, now what are not depicted? Now you know cow is not depicted, right? Now what is your job? This is the right answer, right? Okay, what is the question? Has not represented, right? What are the other things which are not represented? Immediately your brain should function. When you see PYQs, what did I say just now? Answer the, dig the answer. Okay, what is the question? Not represented. So the answer is cow. So what should you do? What are the other animals which are not depicted on seals? We don't know, down the lane it may come up. So what are the other animals? You don't have camel, you don't have horse, you don't have lion, right? This is one aspect of seeing this question, how you have to see a PYQ. My dear, I don't know what is the reason for your laugh. If you tell, I will also laugh, because nowadays laughing is good, but nowadays we people, we have forgotten. Any doubt, gentlemen? ఏమన్నా డౌట్ ఉందా అప్ప? లేదా? నవ్వు మంచిదే, కానీ కొన్నిసార్లు మంచిది కాదు. యూనో, right? And it will be your loss if you deviate me, like I'm 40 plus, so I have got dementia, I may forget. Okay, so if you deviate, then I may miss something. Okay, so what is the other aspect of this question to see? Which animal is mostly represented on the seals? Which animal is? Now what did we do earlier? We have traced what are the other animals which are not part of seals. Which animal is mostly represented? Yes? అయ్యా, అదైతే అక్కడే ఉంది కదా, చెప్పేసేవాడిని. యూనికార్న్ బుల్. So now, domestication of animals. What did these people domesticate? So this is digging of an answer. I said, vertical digging and horizontal digging. Okay, what are the domesticated animals by these people? Fowl, camels, buffaloes, and pigs. For each question, you have to work in this way. Okay, how it will be useful, we will see in coming questions. Okay, so what is the takeaway of this question? Work on seals and terracotta art. Okay, now what is the use of these seals? Why these seals existed at the read the reason? Trade and business. Okay, now what was the standard Harappan seal? Seeing this 2024 paper, imagine this fellow goes, what was the Harappan seal was 3 into 3 square inches. Then is it true? What is the seal? What was the size of the seal? It was 2 into 2 square inches. That was the size of the seal. And a few seals were additionally been found in gold and ivory. Okay, remember this statement. I was trying to dig this question, and I came to one conclusion. after doing this so-called vertical digging and horizontal digging of the answer, as well as what are the possible things which can be taken from this question. Okay, just remember this. A few seals were additionally made of gold and ivory. Okay, yes. You know, there is one person, Devdutt Patnaik. He was telling, you know, last year that a cattle as cattle protecting heroes became popular with the elite. They were turned into avatars of Vishnu and Shiva, forms of Shiva. And he was just Pashupati was generally a you know, god of what do you call, described in Veda as the guardian of the cattle, but they have been made into gods. Now he is telling about what about Pashupati. We don't know. Again, a question may come from Pashupati because it was in news last year, and UPSC nowadays they don't pick a question immediately. They will be silent for 1 or 2 years, and then they will come back and see. When they come back, how they come back, we will also see. And also don't forget, nowadays the government is trying to, you know, there was one mains question on, why do you think that question came in your mains? Rigveda, and that is Vedic and IVC question వచ్చింది కదా మొన్న మెయిన్స్ లో. ఎందుకు వచ్చింది క్వశ్చన్? ద గవర్నమెంట్ ఈస్ గివెన్ ఎ టాస్క్ టు a team, asking them, saying them what? Aryans are none other than IVC people. They are not from, yeah. And you know, 20th September 2024, it has completed 100 years of discovery of Indus Valley civilization, which was announced by the archaeologist Sir John Marshall in 20th September 1924. Expect a question in 2025 on IVC. In what form? We don't know. Okay. Yes. Okay. Which one of the following is not a Harappan site? 2019. What all questions which I am showing you, they will be from the, not the new one, but the 4 things which I have told you. Right? What did I say? Keywords in the question. Remember this. Vertical and horizontal digging of the given answer, and vertical and horizontal digging of the wrong options, then drawn from current affairs. Now what is this answer for this? Which of the following is not a Harappan site which appeared in, yes, which is that answer? Answer ఏంటమ్మా? I don't know how this moves. ఇలా అంటే పోతుందా? కాదు, ఇది జూమ్ అవుతుందేమో. ఓకే, యా, కష్టంగా ఉంది. యా, వాట్ ఈస్ ద ఆన్సర్? ఓకే. Yes, which one of the following is not a Harappan site? చెప్పండి అయ్యా. అమ్మా, సి, Sohgaura, right? This question, among the 2 points which I have said, like, you know, picking a wrong option or right option of the earlier question, right? That's what I said, right? And another one is drawn from current affairs. So this question is having these 2 traces. One is it was drawn from current affairs also. There was an article in Hindu. KU team unearths early Harappan artifacts. First such excavation at Harappan sites by a university in South India, that is Kerala University. The article came on Feb 7th, 2019 in Hindu. You can Google it out. Feb 7th, 2019, there was an article which came with the heading KU team unearths early Harappan artifacts, first such excavation at Harappan sites by a university in South India. We don't have many, and recently I think one IIT fellow also, he was buried under this, right? Recently, we have seen. Okay, it came in news. Okay, that was also Harappan site, right? IVC site only. He was working, and all the time the soil came in. It came for. Okay, this article came on Feb 7th, 2019. Even if you just write, put it and Google it out, plus Hindu, if you add, you will go to that article of that Feb 7, 2019. So this article talks about this article is a preliminary report on the Harappan ceramics collected from Desalpur. Where is Desalpur? Kutch, Gujarat. Okay. Now you are having one option as Desalpur. That means it is a Harappan site. You know Channudaro, right? You know Kodiji, right? You can easily eliminate this and this because these two are there in your books. This and this is a new one. This is a old one. This is 2019. This is 1998. Now see, one option is there: lying, sitting ideally. Which of the following ancient Indian records is the earliest royal order to preserve food grains to be utilized during the crisis in the country? Sohgaura copper plate is the answer. So what did we see? If you vertically dig the answer, that will help you down the lane. So if you have done a PYQ of 1998, then you could have answered that. This is a straight one. There is no need of even digging horizontally or vertically also. Just you should know, okay, this is the answer. If you have just read it, you can handle that question which appeared in 20. Now what is the gap? Perhaps if a father writes an exam, I think son might be writing. No? Okay. Please keep your notes because they may be helpful for your children. Okay. So 1998. Now this is an option. Here, there he has given it is Sohgaura copper plate. Right? So what is the answer? That's it. So the answer there is also an answer here. Okay? Yeah. So just what I am doing for this paper, for this particular question, you should do this for all the papers. Okay? With all the PYQs at least. I don't advise you to go till 1990 for other subjects because last 10 years is enough for other subjects. Okay? Do go with this approach for your geography and history. Okay? Okay. So this is 1998. Now, what is this question? 2013. Okay. Of course. Okay. Touch చేస్తే వెళ్ళిపోతుంది పైకి. Okay. 2 only, na? Okay. They worshipped male and female deities. They possessed great palaces and temples. They employed horse-drawn chariots in warfare. Okay. Now, earlier I told you for the earlier question. Okay. What are the other options apart from Desalpur and Sohgaura? Channudaro, and work on these options. What is the significance of Channudaro? One significance. If you want to tell me, like, one line for Channudaro, what will be the first significant thing of Channudaro? Aya? Making of? Okay. Inka? Okay, it's good. Adi important. Inka? Yes. So, Channudaro, the moment is another fellow paper setter. Like, it's like someone is running like, 1,000 meters race. One fellow from 1990, he ran 50 meters, and the other paper setter takes the baton, and again he runs. Okay, these are the dots connected. Okay, the moment he sees Channudaro, okay, so you have to work. It is a center for carnelian beads. Then you have it is nicknamed as Sheffield of IVC. What is Sheffield famous? Sheffield, copper knives, spears, razors, tools. Sheffield is a, what is Sheffield of IVC? Okay, then it is a bangle factory. You have a ink pot. Okay, so smart hard work. So you will be working. So on each and every option, you should be having at least 50 words. Important enti. Chanudaro, yes, you are working. Then you will be getting around 50 words. Not beyond that. What all I have told, they are even less than. And they have a cart with a seated driver. Like imagine, all this will be helpful if there is only one question on Chanudaro. Which among the following is not an evidence which has been discovered at Chanudaro site? Now imagine if you are working on this here, then definitely that will help you. And when you are working with focus, then definitely it will go into your head, and since you are having the availability of the options, immediately your eyes will recognize the right answer. As simple as it. Okay. Now, why I have taken this question for you? So that is one thing I forgot. Uh, and also code DG. Imagine there is a question like, which of the following cities does not belong to or belongs to mature Harappan phase? So code DG is a classic example of the mature Harappan phase. So work on code DG for 50 words. Okay. Okay. So I have told you for 2 questions, but you should do for this again and again for each and every question. So this question came in 2013. Just remember these options. Just now when I was talking to you, I told underline this. The seals were made of gold, and apply that here. You will eliminate one option. If you have worked on seals, right? The question was on seals and terracotta art. So if you have worked previous on PYQ and someone is writing this examination in 2017, he has done that is an old question, right? When did it came? 2001. Just now I discussed one question. So almost after 16 years, right? So you might have read many things in history, but you may forget. But here, when you focus on one particular option and work on it option wise, and this is the handy notes for you, which you have to take, which you have to write, which you have to do on your own. I may give you, I'm having at least around 400 pages of all these PYQs, each word and all this stuff. But that may not help you because you have to do on your own. Are you getting me? Right? Okay. So what is that we can remove easily? With the earlier one, digging of one information, second one, right? Yes. Now what is the answer? Yes. Everyone will eliminate this, right? Easily. What is the first thing you will do? Earlier you had one question. What was the question? Has drawn one option removed from your PYQ. Other option also removed from your digging of one PYQ. Remove two options. ఇంతకుముందే కదా మనం చూసాము. ఏమని చూసాము? There is no evidence of Indus Valley having been aware of these animals. Horse. What was the question we have seen earlier? 2013 law. They employed horse-drawn chariots in warfare. What did we do there? They possessed great palaces animals. That is a wrong statement. So they worshipped only both males and females. So 2013, a wrong option is again seen here. Right? And again the earlier information what you have done by digging, that is helping you to remove this option. So this is the answer. You know, there is little bit confusion also, right? You know, some because ancient Indian history book R.S. Sharma on page number 98 he says the horse also appears in the later the post-urban Harappan phase at Mohenjo-daro, Harappa, Lothal and Ropar. The existence of horse has not been reported from most recent excavations. Like, you know, if I am reading NCERT and R.S. Sharma into my head page number 98, you know, if I remember this sentence, then what would I do? I would end up in, yeah, horse-drawn chariot is different, horse is different, because that is there in your R.S. Sharma of Ancient Indian History, page number 98. However, Tamil Nadu class 11 book, page 20 says there is no, the use of horse is not yet firmly established. Then again you are having Krishna Reddy on A93. He says that the presence of horse is attested to in Mohenjo-daro, but it is restricted to the later phase of Harappan culture. You know, sometimes reading multiple books, okay, also harms you. Okay, and A.L. Bhasham in his Cultural History of India, page number 17, he says the data about camel and horse are less conclusive. Then you also having R.C. Majumdar's book is there, Advanced History of India, page number 19. He says the remains of the skeletons that the humped bull, buffalo, camel were domesticated. There were some doubts about the horse. So even Majumdar and Bhasham also they differed about camel. And there is about Upender Singh, which is published by Pearson. It's a good book. Nowadays there are a few questions coming from that book also. A History of Ancient and Medieval India. On page number 157, this gentleman says the issue of horse is controversial. So there are different opinions of the authors on the issue of horse. Okay. So yes. Now the other question. Yeah, I don't know. What to do now? Huh? Touch cheyala? Okay. No, I was the last person to take a touch phone. I always using that keypad. Huh? Okay, what was the first part? Regarding the Indus Valley solution, consider the following statements. Okay. అయ్యా చాలా డేంజర్గా ఉంది టచ్ చేస్తే ఇది. పోనీలేండి. ఫస్ట్ పార్ట్ క్వశ్చన్ అయితే చదివేశాం కదా. ఇస్ టాకింగ్ అబౌట్ కన్సిడర్ ద ఫాలోయింగ్ స్టేట్మెంట్స్ ఫర్ ఐబీసీ. ఓకే. Now it was predominantly a secular civilization and a religious element, though present did not dominate the scene. During this period, cotton was used for manufacturing textiles in India. When I was seeing this question, I was breaking my head. How come the paper sector has brought two statements from diverse sources? I will show you. Okay, this was the question. In 2011. So What is the source of this question? August 7, 2010. Hindu. Pakistan flood threatens historic Mohenjo-daro site. Destroyed at least 7 times by floods. Tragic history could revisit the world's first planned city, and this time protective spurs may not be able to withstand the deluge. UNESCO launched an international campaign to buttress Mohenjo-daro against floods that completed in 1997 after an investment of about $8 million. The క్వశ్చన్లో ఎక్కడైనా మొహంజోదారో అని చెప్పాడా? చెప్పలేదు. రైట్, చూడండి ఫస్ట్ స్టేట్మెంట్ ఎక్కడి నుండి వచ్చాడు. దిస్ ఈజ్ Nehru in his discovery of India writes this: I stood on the mount of Mohenjo-daro in the Indus Valley in the northwest of India. The discovery of India 1946. Okay, now see this statement. It was surprisingly enough a predominantly secular civilization, and the religious element, although present, did not dominate the scene. First statement came from the book of Discovery of India. Okay, and second statement came from the Mohenjo-daro is the this one. So ఇది కరెంట్ అఫైర్స్కి రిలేటెడ్ అని డిక్ చేయాల్సి వచ్చింది. Floods were there. Mohenjo-daro was in news. Okay, and the article was talking about this one. So straightly, what did the examiner do? He has picked this line. She was coming into intimate contact with Persians, Egyptians, and where did it come from? It was surprisingly enough a predominantly secular civilization, and the religious element, although present, did not dominate the scene. Right? So would any current affairs fellow will cover what is written down? చేస్తాడా? నెహ్రూ చెప్పాడు డిస్కవరీ ఆఫ్ ఇండియాలో మొహెంజోదారో గురించి. Imagine if I write one thing in a current affairs of Amigos, what will you do? వేస్ట్, ఏదో చెత్త రాశారు, ఇది ఎగ్జామ్కి పనికొస్తుందా కదా? సో అది యూపీఎస్సీ ఇస్తే అది తీర్థం అవుతుంది, లేకపోతే అయ్యవార్లు ఇస్తేనే కదా. ఏ దాంట్లో ఇస్తారు? ఓకే, సో వాట్ ఈస్ దిస్ ఆన్సర్? ఆన్సర్ ఏంటి? అంతే, సీనే. బికాస్ డ్యూరింగ్ దిస్ పీరియడ్ కాటన్ వాజ్ యూస్డ్ ఫర్ మ్యానుఫ్యాక్చరింగ్ టెక్స్టైల్స్ ఇన్ ఇండియా అన్నాడు. Mohenjo-daro was the hub of cotton textile because there have been traces of cotton. అర్థమవుతుందా? అంటే ఎగ్జామినర్ ఒక ఇలా చూశాడు అంటే అతను హిస్టారియన్ కాబట్టి అతనికి క్లారిటీగా ఉంటుంది. బాధపడ్డాడు, అయ్యో మొహెంజోదారోకి ఫ్లడ్స్ వచ్చాయా అని. మేబీ ఐవీసీ రిలేటెడ్ క్యాండిడేట్ అయిండొచ్చు. ఓకే, ఇమ్మీడియట్గా ఎప్పుడో డిస్కవరీ ఆఫ్ ఇండియా చదివిండొచ్చు. రైట్, రాసినవాడు మహానుభావుడు, పిక్ చేసినవాడు కాదు. రైట్, ఓకే, దిస్ ఈజ్ ఫ్రమ్ కరెంట్ అఫైర్స్. మిగతా వాళ్ళు ఎలా చేస్తున్నారు అప్ప ఇలా? సింగిల్ హ్యాండా, ఫింగరా? ఇది బాగుంది కదా, చెప్పొచ్చు కదా ముందే. అయ్యా చూడండి, ఇది మొన్ననే వచ్చింది. ఆన్సర్ తెలుసు కదా. దాంట్లో కొన్ని ఆప్షన్స్ ఉన్నాయి ఆన్సర్ కానిటివి, అది దాన్ని చూడండి ఒకసారి.